Let's talk about the SDGs and corruption. The Sustainable Development Goals aim to transform our world by 2030. The 17 goals were adopted at the UN Global Assembly by 193 member states in 2015. The objective? Produce a set of goals that meet the urgent social, economic, and environmental challenges facing the world. Anti-corruption is an integral part of the 2030 agenda, not only because it is specifically highlighted in SDG 16, but also because it underpins the efforts to achieve all the other SDGs and associated targets. Let me illustrate this point by sharing a few real-life examples where corruption and bribery are linked with other key issues. In one example, a mining company was able to obtain a mineral license without going through all the necessary environmental impact assessment requirements. Instead, they just paid a fee to help fast-track their application and have the local officials simply look the other way. However, when a severe storm subsequently hit the area, it caused the tailings dam to break, which polluted the local drinking water downstream, causing both environmental and health problems for the local community. These problems could have been prevented if the proper safeguards would have been in place. In another example, we learned that public officials were paid a fee by a company, a bribe, to overlook the need for them to have a building permit in order for them to build an extension onto their bustling manufacturing facility. In a building, by the way, that was never zoned for manufacturing in the first place and lacked the proper safety and engineering checks. The building eventually collapsed and 1,134 people lost their lives that day in what is now known as the Rana Plaza disaster. These cases and others demonstrate that because of incidences of corruption, local ecosystems can be damaged, poor households can be left without safe drinking water, and workers can be denied basic human rights and access to safe working conditions. If we want to address these important social and environmental issues, we also need to tackle important issues of governance in both the public and private spheres. The linkage between anti-corruption and SDGs is clear. Corruption costs hundreds of billions of dollars a year. Indeed, the World Economic Forum estimates that the cost of corruption is equal to about 5% of global GDP, or $2.6 trillion, with over $1 trillion paid in bribes each year, according to the World Bank. So it's not only a question of ethics. We simply cannot afford such waste, especially when the needs are so great elsewhere. That's why fighting corruption is everyone's business. It's our common task. Corruption is a systematic phenomenon, and therefore piecemeal measures have been shown not to work. We have to combat corruption on all fronts, and that means on both the demand side and the supply side. Businesses need to show leadership and implement effective anti-bribery mechanisms that systematically serve to prevent, detect, and respond to bribery risks in their operations in order to effectively combat corruption. Businesses can do this by implementing proven anti-bribery management systems like ISO 37001 or equivalent frameworks that demonstrate their commitment to both the SDGs and combating corruption. It's clear we need commitment at all levels, but if we work together and engage in the fight against corruption on all fronts, we can help to address the problem. And by addressing corruption, we'll also be better positioned to achieve all the other Sustainable Development Goals by 2030. It's not that far away.